Welcome, Radiant Woman. Today, I am going to be talking about radiant skin at any age. So, I'm going to be talking about it from an Eastern medicine perspective, what it means to be a midlife woman aging, and what you can do to help take care of your skin. And I have a special offer at the end, or training at the end, that you can, if you want to know more, if this is interesting to you, there's another way you can learn even more. So, welcome. My name is Angela Warburton. I have, oh gosh, almost 30 years of clinical experience working with women at all stages of life, but in particular midlife and menopause. My specialty is Eastern medicine, nutritional therapy, lifestyle medicine, Eastern herbal medicine. So I've got a very holistic, time-tested approach to women's health, and I'm really here to offer you resources, tools, foods, ideas, just to shift your mindset at this stage, but also give you practical ways to feel better through perimenopause, menopause, and beyond, because the world needs you feeling great, because you've got something amazing that you're here to do. And when you don't feel well, it just sucks the joy out of life. So I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you live what I call your radiant life. So I am your host, I'm your guide. I am a fellow woman, fellow midlife woman. So I'm really bringing together my professional training and my personal experience as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're going to talk about radiant skin. There are so many potions and lotions, and there's so much advertising about skin and having, the anti-aging products, or having youthful skin. And I think that right there's a real problem with skincare, because it has women feeling badly about their skin because they're not young. And I think that it's not about looking young. It's not anti-aging. We all want to age because that means we're going to live our life fully, but we want to do so with vibrancy, with aliveness, with health, and glowing, radiant skin. And I think this really comes from the inside out. And there's so much that you can do to have that. And it's not just about looking young, but we can look great. I'm almost 55 years old. I'm postmenopausal for quite a few years now. I've never used fillers, Botox, any invasive measures. I don't buy any anti-aging products at all. I started actually making my own skincare products out of frustration, because I wasn't feeling good with the skincare stuff that I was using. My skin looked okay, but not great. I always feel like I was like piling on creams and never feeling nourished. And so I started to really play around with what I knew from Eastern medicine, but also just endlessly curious, and my love of natural medicine, natural healthcare, natural skin products. So since I started to do that, my skin has gotten better and better. I get comments on it all the time, and I pass on my wisdom to other people, because it's not that difficult to do when we understand. So I think the first thing that we need to look at with skin is it's not just about what we're putting on our skin, but it's actually an inside out job. So both are important, right? So it's what we're putting on our skin, making sure that it's going to nourish our skin in the way we want. It's going to be targeted and triggered, or specific for whatever particular pattern is going on for our skin. And it also, that it's not going to be adding to the toxic load on our body. So what people don't realize is that everything that we put on our skin, creams, lotions, any kind of body lotions, whatever we use, toothpaste to nail color to whatever we use, your body is going to be absorbing it inside. Like, if you have an estrogen patch or a nicotine patch, it gets absorbed in through the skin. Same thing happens with our products. A lot of commercial products that we use that are not clean, and they're just synthetic, or they're made with additives or colors or whatever it is, that gets absorbed into your body, and your liver has to process it. And thing that people don't realize with the liver is, it's got so many jobs, but one of its jobs is to actually make hormones. So we get hormones from the foods that we eat. The stomach will put them into a certain form. They'll go in, the liver has to activate them, and then they have to go out into the body to be absorbed. And if our liver is congested, it can't do its job well. And when we get liver spots, those little sunspots on our hands or on our face, it's a sign that that system's congested. And also, when we're having things that absorb that are end up being toxic for our system, they will coat the estrogen or the hormone receptors. So we might have estrogen popping around in our system, but it's almost like you have a saran wrap or a cling form around the receptor, so it can't actually attach, which means we don't get the benefits of estrogen. And what does estrogen do? It is actually the thing that gives us that dewy skin, that glowing skin, that moisture, the plumpness that so many people are chasing. And if we're putting things on our body that are toxic in some way, it means we're not actually going to absorb it. So that's just one little thing. It's like, really, if you want to have great skin, really look on what you're putting on your skin. I always say if I can't eat it, I won't put it on my skin. It's not totally true because I do have some makeup that I use and little things, but what I only use food grade oils on my body. I'll use coconut oil, I'll use almond oil, I'll use shea shea butter, cocoa butter, those kinds of things. And I make up, if you ever want to reach out to me, I have this really great body butter whip that I make. It's really easy to do. It feels great. You can use essential oils that have medicinal properties as well, but just smell amazing. And it can be like this luxurious thing that you're using on your body, and it's going to be healthy for you. So really the products, there's no one product that going to make your skin feel, do all the things that make you look younger or more radiant if it's going to actually end up blocking your hormone receptors and clogging your liver. So that's number one. Number two is you really want to look at the pattern that your skin is showing up with. So in Chinese medicine or Eastern medicine, we look at patterns, pattern differentiation. So just for an example, it's all about balance in your system. So if it's really quite logical. So if something's too hot, we want to cool it. If something's too cool, we want to warm it. If something's too dry, we want to moisten it. If something's too damp, we want to dry it. If something's stuck, we want to move it. And so you can see the patterns showing up in the body in different ways. And this is where your body's going to be talking all the time, telling you what's off the balance. And when we look at skin, if someone's got, say, rosacea, red skin all the time, irritated skin, it can be a sign that there's too much heat in the body. So what you want to do is you want to do things that are going to decrease the heat, add some of them moistening or cooling, right? So if we have a fire, we add water. And so things that are going to exacerbate the heat, if you've got that red skin rosacea, coffee, really warming in a property, alcohol, very warming, spicy food, those stress is going to cause heat in the body. So you want to add things that are going to be naturally cooling. So green tea you can have, cold pressed juices. If you're you have to sort of customize it, making sure that this is for you. But just an example, like cold pressed juices have a moistening, cooling aspect to it. If you're too cold, if your system is really run down and very cold, you'll probably have very pale skin. They might be really puffy and retain water. If there's a certain system that's off balance, you might get really puffy eyes. So then you're going to want to warm things up. So you do warming things through the foods that you eat. So you can actually cook your food, or adding in warming spices, ginger, dry ginger, fresh ginger, cinnamon, cardamom. They're all warming spices, and we're going to add some warmth to your body. If you're too dry, you want to add more moistening. So people who have really chronically dry skin, nothing seems to touch it. I work with a lot of women who, for some reason, had the idea that oils were bad or they're fattening or they won't be good for them. So they had very minimal fats in their diet. If we have really dry skin, we want to make sure that we're putting adequate, healthy fats. So these would be cold pressed oils like olive oil, any of the seed oils like pumpkin seed oil. You can do flaxseed oil. All those are going to be adding that moisture back in. So it's all about this balance. More of a stuck pattern would show up sometimes if you have purpley kind of or dull, lifeless skin, congested skin, blackheads. If you're like dark purple under your eyes, that's a sign that there's a stuck energy. So it's all about this balance, and it's like reading the symptoms that you have. And if you're finding that your skin is prematurely aging, like we're going to age. I always like the lines, when people smile, it's just like the beauty that radiates out of someone when they have that pure heartfelt smile. Those are good wrinkles. But if we feel like our skin is just not, it's getting too thin, it's not it's lifeless, it's very sensitive, or might be not repairing fast, that can be a sign that it's happening too quickly for your system. And so with premature aging, you're probably going to want to look at building your estrogen. That's a general topic. There's a video on building your estrogen naturally, so check that out. And you want to eat foods and live in a way that's going to not burn out your estrogen reserves and actually replenish it. And also, I mean, looking at your face, I always say my face shows me how I'm feeling. If I'm looking a little more haggard, if sometimes I'm a thinker, so I'll get this line up here, this little furrow brow. And if I notice it, it's like, wow, I'm too in my head. I need to get more in my body. I need to do some things to relax my system. If I look run down, it's probably because I am run down. And so when I can use my face as a guidepost, saying like, it's telling me things I already felt, but I'm often motivated by my face. And so I'll go and I'll maybe cancel something. I'll maybe take a little more time for myself. I'll do a replenishing practice. All those things can add up and really make a difference to how your skin looks and feels. And so if you're interested in knowing more about this holistic approach to skincare, I have a free talk that I'm doing next week, and I'm going to go into top foods. I'm going to be talking about my top oils, essential oils for radiant skin. It's ones that replenish the skin, cellular rejuvenation as well, and some of the key things you can do inside and outside for your skin. So it's happening on July 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern. The link for that is in my bio. And you're going to get all these nifty tools and resources if this is something you're interested in. So hopefully that was a little bit of just gave you a different perspective on glowing radiant skin that you can have at any age. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you'd like more content like this, just hit subscribe. And if there's anyone in your life that you think would benefit from this material, please forward it on to them. I am here to serve and help all of you midlife women thrive throughout perimenopause and menopause and beyond, really helping you live your most radiant life. So thank you for being here. If you have anything specific you want me to weigh in on and give you some resources, please reach out and let me know. So thank you and have a beautiful day or evening, and I will see you next time.